Today on CTV News at 5, a local family grieving the loss of a loved one in a case that's now led to a charge of manslaughter. Plus, sloppy side streets, cities playing catch-up to keep cleaning up as a hard snowpack from a harsh winter begins to melt away. And a long overdue honor. A Wellington County woman's role in the Second World War is recognized all these years later. This is CTV News at 5 for Thursday, February 12th. Thanks for joining us today. First at 5, a Waterloo Region family in mourning today after what they call a senseless act of violence. 62-year-old Brian Donovan's family releasing a statement today as we learn that a man is now charged with manslaughter in the case. Donovan's family sharing the news today with what they say are profound sorrow and heavy hearts. It was early Monday morning when police say they were called to a report about an assault at a business in Uptown Waterloo involving two people who hadn't previously known each other. Donovan's family confirming he died the next day in the hospital. A 37-year-old man is now charged with manslaughter. A statement released to CTV News from the Donovan family today reads in part, "As we grapple with this unimaginable loss, we choose to focus on the beautiful life Brian lived and the legacy of his many joys in life, cooking for friends on his smoker, playing with his dogs, and traveling with his wife, Judy. They shared great times with their family and friends. We will cherish those lovely memories. Our thanks to our friends, neighbors, and the community for the overwhelming outpour of support and prayers during this dark time." CTV's Krista Simpson is covering this story today for us, and we'll have more coming up at 6 o'clock. We are watching developing news in Guelph today, where police have now made arrests over a threat that shut down a local high school. Police were called to John F. Ross Collegiate on Meyer Drive, which was first placed under a hold and secure early this morning and then closed for the rest of the day. They didn't share any other details about the threat, later saying that the involved parties were arrested and that there was no further threat. Police also said they understand that the situation is concerning, but they stressed that the well-being of students and staff is their top priority. And next, the developing news we've been watching in BC. We are learning now that the Prime Minister will be traveling to Tumbler Ridge tomorrow to attend a vigil in memory of the victims of one of the worst mass shootings in Canadian history. A memorial that was set up last night outside the high school where 6 of the victims were found has been growing. The victims include 1 teacher and 5 students who were killed at the high school, and the shooter's mother and sibling who were killed in the family home. All of the victims range in age from 11 to 39. We are learning more about them and what's being done to help the community cope as well. We'll have a series of live reports coming up from Tumbler Ridge, BC, covering several angles of this story today, including the very latest on the investigation. That's coming up in the next half hour on CTV National News at 5:30 with Sandy Ronaldo. And back here at home, the rush to catch up on cleanup from a harsh winter has city crews scrambling to respond to a new series of complaints about the condition of streets. The city of Kitchener says the warmer temperatures have led to the loosening of some of the hard-packed snow and ice, and it's made for some difficult driving conditions. Residents who live on some side streets say they weren't seeing a plow for several weeks and that they felt forgotten.
There was about a week there where there was a lot of heavy snowfalls, some up to about a foot of snow, and so I totally would not expect it during that. But I would expect the city to, once that period is done, and there's a much quieter period like it has been for over a week now, that they would send the plows out and do the the side streets and the cul-de-sacs.
The city of Kitchener says they are currently in a full plow situation and that they're focusing on side streets. They're asking people to keep their parked cars off the road while they do that work. CTV's Jeff Pickle will bring us more tonight at 6. And Jeff was telling me, Ash, when he was out on that story today, one of the interviews he did was actually over at the city's snow dump on Battler Road.
Yes.
Which the mountain of snow over there,
it's impressive.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you see the amount that's already been moved off streets and you think there's still more work to be done, wow, puts it in perspective.
Well, and we haven't even reached that record yet.
That's right.
294. That's how many centimeters was the record-breaking year for the season. We have until April 30th to reach that record.
I don't think it's one we're excited about reaching.
No, but I mean, we have, like, you know, it has been worse is what I'm getting at. It hasn't been great, but it's been worse. Let's take a look at our satellite this hour. You can see not a lot in the way of precipitation in Waterloo region. We are getting a little bit of cloud cover. We had some flurries move through this afternoon, but nothing too significant. It's sitting at -6, west by northwest winds 22 kilometers an hour, but temperatures are expected to drop tonight and are already feeling cooler, -13 with the wind chill. So feeling a bit cool indeed. Let's take a live look outside at Waterloo Memorial Pioneer Tower in Kitchener. You can see it's still a bit gray out there, but the good news is we're not expecting any overnight activity. We are, though, looking at a potential bit of snow on Friday, but we'll get into that coming up, Tony.
Just in time for the long weekend.
You got it.
For many people. So the ski hills will probably be busy spots once again.
Perfect weekend for skiing.
Well, here's what you need to know. Our first list of things to do. The Sleeman Center is the place to be for Friday the 13th. OHL action. The Guelph Storm facing off against the Flint Firebirds. Puck drop just after 7 p.m. You can buy tickets online. CTV News at 5 is back right after this.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
Angie Hill is here to talk about Bounce in Your Backyard Love Edition. Of course, it's Valentine's week, and we got a few different alternative ways to celebrate this week to talk about.
Right, with the Day of Love on Saturday. And maybe for all of you who are like, love stinks, I hate it, there is Love Stinks Metal Night. This is going to be fun at the Lion Underground. So, of course, that starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday night. Valentine's Drag Bingo.
Oh, my goodness.
In Cambridge. So, celebrate friendship and fabulous fun.
Now, have you ever been to a drag bingo event?
No, I have not.
It is a riot.
Okay.
If you haven't had the opportunity to go.
All right.
It's a show. It's food and drinks and bingo and a game. You go with your friends. You go with your family, your loved ones. It doesn't have to be a date night.
Right.
It can be a friend's night, too.
Okay, so that's at the Farm League Brewery on Ainsley Street in Cambridge.
That'll be fun.
And let's go to Guelph for a burlesque night.
Oh.
Yes, at the Royal City Mission. And of course, that's all on Saturday night. So there's some alternative things to do as opposed to the other.
Oh my goodness. I mean, a fun and alternative thing, but of course, you know, we want to promote not just love of your partner, but love of your family, and most importantly, self-love.
Exactly. Or how about love of your pet?
Love it.
Are you looking for a new pet? Because the Humane Society is having their Fetch My Heart event. So this is at both the Kitchener and Stratford areas of the Humane Society. Starts at 10 a.m. Now, it's a Valentine's Day adoption event. If you're going, bring your pet you already have at home so you can introduce them to make sure that everything, you know, works out well. You have to have a love connection there as well with those pets. So fall in love and adopt the same day. Fetch your heart.
Oh, as someone who has a little adoptee at home, it's the best thing ever.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Now, of course, there's a cool contest happening with Bounce Radio and some roller nights. Let's talk about that.
Okay, now this is not roller derby. This is just roller fun.
Yes.
All right, Tuesday, February 24th is when we're going to do it. It's Bounce Night at Retro Rollers. All you have to do is go to bounce995.ca because you have to win your way into this event. There's going to be food there. There's going to be fun. DJ Luke be spinning the tunes. I'm hoping for a lot of late 70s, lot of 80s. We can do some 90s stuff. But you know what? It's going to be a great night. Just a whole lot of fun. So again, bounce995.ca is where you go to enter yourself to win that contest.
Fantastic. And lastly, on the 28th, there's the coldest night of the year event happening.
Yeah, and that's going to be happening all over Canada, actually.
Okay.
So coldestnightoftheyear.org is where you go to find your special walk in your town or your city, and then just go and, you know what, enjoy the cold night and raise money for great initiatives like mental health and of course your local shelters.
Fantastic. And of course, if we've got some viewers out there, some listeners tuning in who want to let us know about their events coming up, where can they do so?
Just go to the Bounce page again. That's bounce995.ca. Go to events, submit your event here.
Perfect.
And that's where you do it. And who knows, maybe Ashley and I'd be able to give you a shout out and promote your event.
Fantastic. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
All right, Ash, thank you. And here is something you and I might be interested in. This is EVO Kitchen Bar hosting Musical Bingo One Hit Wonders Edition. All the best from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Seating starts at 6 p.m. So actually we can't go, but it does sound like a fun night. Call ahead to reserve a table. Back after this.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Well, we're kind of turning back into winter-like conditions now. It was a nice little treat while it lasted this week.
Well, good news is we're going to get an even bigger treat over the weekend, but we've got to get through the next 24 hours or so.
Oh, I meant to tell you.
Okay.
I didn't tell you this, but I meant to tell you all day. We both got busy. Rob Kuhn from Environment Canada messaged me today and said he thinks we've got a couple of shots later this month at 10-degree days.
Oh.
He didn't say when. He just hinted. He was looking at that long-range modeling.
Oh, my goodness.
He was diving into that data that they dive into at Environment Canada, and he thinks a couple of 10-degree days are in the offing before end of Feb.
And if it doesn't happen, you can blame Rob Kuhn
Yes,
and Tony Grace and not me.
That's right. He's absolved of any responsibility in this.
I'm just bringing you what happens today. Let's have another look outside at Deer Ridge in Kitchener. You can see it is a little bit gloomy, and as Tony mentioned, we're a little bit back to normal in regards to winter weather-like conditions today. Feeling a little cooler than we had in the last few days, and it has been a little gloomier, but the sun was out this morning, and it was just a nice touch of spring, feeling that sunshine, even though temperatures remained quite cool. Let's take a look at our futurecast to start things off, because we've got a bit to talk about. At the moment, we're not seeing too much activity, a little bit of flurry activity south of Kitchener-Waterloo towards London, but not a lot of accumulation to be building. Over the next 12 hours or so, we're going to get clearing skies, some cloud cover, not too much in the form of precipitation. This is Friday morning. We're going to wake up tomorrow, not too bad. We'll see predominantly clear skies, sunny conditions, but by your drive home tomorrow night, we're looking at another system coming through. We're not confirmed on any amount of accumulation as of yet, but if we can take a closer look at Mount Forest and Wyerton, darker purples generally mean that you're going to see a little bit more significant snowfall. So we are keeping an eye on that, and of course we will bring you as much up-to-date information as we can through our morning cast on our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca. So make sure you check it out first thing tomorrow. Looking at temperatures across the country, 8 in Victoria, 8 in Calgary, as well as we get through the Prairie provinces, 1 in Saskatoon, -1 in Winnipeg. So definitely warmer conditions across the country this hour than we saw earlier in the week in the nation's capital, -6. On the East Coast, we're looking at -1 in St. John's and a little bit of snow in Charlottetown, -2 degrees. Here in Kitchener-Waterloo, -6, but is starting to feel a little cooler with the wind chill, feeling around -13, and will continue to drop overnight. We're looking at a low of -18, feeling closer to -22 with the wind chill. Cloudy and cold conditions, so we're not expecting, again, any sort of precipitation overnight tonight. Tomorrow, however, -2 is the expected high, so quite comfortable in sense of temperature, but as we saw just in that futurecast, there's a chance for some snow in the evening hours. Looking at our almanac, sun setting now at 5:48 p.m., so we are getting a little bit more daylight every day, which is great news. Back in 2014, we hit -30.7 as an overnight low. So by comparison, if we get to -19 tonight,
No problem. We can get through that. Anything's possible. All right, taking a look at our first at 5 Waterloo region forecast. Mix of sun and cloud. But Tony, take a look at those temperatures from Saturday onwards. Above 0 temperatures. And what really excites me is Monday and Tuesday overnight lows of just 0. So I think we are on the upswing of spring.
Great start for Canada's men's hockey team in Milano Cortina. Canada beat Czechia 5-0 today. Macklin Celebrini, Mark Stone, Bo Horvat, Nathan McKinnon, Nick Suzuki with the goals, and someone who maybe we wouldn't normally be cheering for, Jordan Binnington with the St. Louis Blues getting the shutout for Canada.
Well, if we're going by that, we wouldn't be cheering for any of those guys.
Right.
And earlier in the day, Team Canada picked up 2 more medals. We now have a total of 7. Let's send it over to CTV's Scott Hurst for more on the first 2 we picked up today.
2 more medals for Team Canada, both of them coming from the slopes. A silver medal in men's freestyle skiing moguls, and also another silver medal in men's snowboard cross. Let's start on the moguls course. 4 Olympic Games, 4 medals for an athlete known as the King. Canada's flag bearer adding to our medal count. Silver on the slopes for Mikhail Kingsbury. He was the second last man down the moguls course, landing a score of 83.71, identical to the Australian rider who went last. But the Aussie was given the gold for taking the tiebreaker based on a higher score for the turns section of the course. Today's silver goes with Kingsbury's gold in Pyeongchang and silvers in Sochi 2014 and Beijing 2022. Also a silver today for Canada on the snowboard cross course. 24-year-old from Quebec, Elliot Grandin, a double medalist during his second Olympic appearance at Beijing 2022. He won silver in this event in snowboard cross in Beijing, also a bronze in the first Olympic mixed team snowboard cross event. Grandin was just 16 years old when he made his Olympic debut at Pyeongchang 2018, now adding another silver to his collection. We are still on the hunt for our first gold medal. Scott Hurst, CTV News, Toronto.
Scott, thank you, and go Team Canada. All right, here's a need to know. Monday, it's all about family at the Odd. The KW Titans hosting the Lebanon Leprechauns. Activities for the whole family start at 2 p.m. Tip-off is at 3, and you can get tickets online. Back in a moment.
99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Home of Bounce Mornings with Angie Hill and Sarge. KW's Bounce 99.5. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
On our digital dive, new details about the cause of last week's train derailment along the Kitchener GO train line, the one that led to reduced schedules on trains all week. Metrolinx saying now that its preliminary findings show it had to do with rail fastenings that failed, sending a train off the tracks and crashing into the signaling system. You can read more about what they've discovered. Our digital team has you covered over at ctvnewskitchener.ca. Checking the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. At the age of 108, a Wellington County woman is finally receiving a medal for her service in the Second World War. Joan Fuller is a resident of Wellington Terrace Long-Term Care, where today a gathering was held to celebrate the medal finally being in her hands. Mrs. Fuller was born in England in 1918, and then during the Second World War, she was a British radar operator detecting and plotting aircraft movement. But it turns out she left for Canada in 1947 to be with her future husband before ever getting her medal, something that was discovered recently by Canadian historian Bo Harper, the founder of the Soldier Search Project. CTV's Colton Weens met Mrs. Fuller today and will bring us the full story coming up on CTV News at 6. You don't want to miss that one. Canadian medical schools have cut back on basic anatomy training for reasons like the high cost of human donors. Some programs have removed in-lab dissections entirely, and experts worry it could have a serious effect across the medical field. But a new master's program at the University of Guelph is going in the opposite direction by putting an emphasis on hands-on in-lab training, where students explore various topics in disease treatment that aren't possible through 3D textbook models of the human body. They'll have access to human anatomy laboratories, which offer clinical experience at a time when experts say there's a significant knowledge gap in this area.
We're noticing that the students who don't have really strong foundational knowledge are entering into their healthcare training programs, not being able to translate any kind of foundational content and apply it in a clinical scenario.
Coming up at 6, Spencer Turcott takes a closer look at the medical sector's concerns over healthcare training programs continuing to be removed. It's been nearly a year since a Delta Airlines plane crashed at Pearson Airport. The Transportation Safety Board is now out with an update on its investigation. The jet was arriving from Minnesota when it slid across the tarmac and flipped upside down. 21 passengers were taken to the hospital. The TSB says so far they've completed an examination of the aircraft wreckage and a detailed analysis is underway. They're also analyzing audio from the cockpit and flight tracking data from onboard recorders. The agency says, though, it's still too early to draw conclusions about the cause of the crash. Well, the federal government says it needs to collect more data for its probe into allegations of unpaid work in the airline industry. The investigation was launched following last year's strike by more than 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants. The union claimed flight attendants were not being paid for some work, including ground duties. Ottawa says it didn't find evidence that airline sector compensation practices fell short of regulated standards during the first phase of its review, but they did say the issue of compensation for part-time and entry-level flight attendants needed closer examination. And the future of cars on display for another year. The Auto Show making its annual Toronto pit stop at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre beginning this weekend. Car enthusiasts can check out the best that 40 different automakers have to offer, including the latest with EV technology. From those top-of-the-line brands to the more affordable family vehicle options. There's something for the die-hard enthusiast as well as the first-time buyer to soak in. And again, that show at the Metro Convention Centre runs through February the 22nd. Okay, that's going to do it for this Thursday edition of CTV News at 5. Thank you for being with us. I will be back 1.5 hours from now with your next local news at 6. In the meantime, let's send it over for the latest out of Tumbler Ridge, BC from the national team. Sandy Ronaldo leads off CTV National News at 5:30, beginning right now.